Hello Pisces, and welcome to your July Zodiac Wheel forecast. You're with Elise. I'll just focus for you Pisces. I invite the angels, Great Spirit, Divine Light and Spirit Guides to join me in this reading for Pisces, for their highest good and for the good of all concerned. Alright. The Midas touch. And commitment, responsibility there with that King of Pentacles. Earth sign energy too, the King of Pentacles. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Masculine energy. The Emperor. Fire sign energy with the Emperor. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is also an indication here of business and authority. You might even find, Pisces, that you're looking at investing some of your resources into a new little business venture there. Beautiful. 10 of Cups. Emotional contentment that is showing you. You know, the Four of Swords reversed. Return to action. In the home, there's a bit of action going on. Something's happening in your home life or family life. And feeling, you know, up to the challenge or the cause. You might have been spending a lot of time at home and you're going to be out a bit more now, Pisces. Then you have the Fool. So there is that sense of a new adventure unfolding. But, you know, with the Fool, he's got his eye on the prize so much, he's not looking for some of the pitfalls that might be in his way. So just be mindful. All work and no play is not fun, but too much play and not enough work is also can backfire on you. Oh, I just noticed the Wheel of Fortune there on the bottom as well. So things are turning in your favour, Pisces. Letting go of something that isn't working for you quite as well as what you would have liked, with that Eight of Cups reversed. Sacrifices there in relationships or partnerships. News coming with the Princess of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. I feel that it's something that is in writing, so it could be a new contract or a letter of acceptance over here in the area of joint finances. Your judgment's correct and you really are exploring that higher knowledge and looking into training of some sort of studying. Three of Swords up there in the career. So there is some stormy weather being indicated there with that Three of Swords. End of an old situation and the beginning of a new. So you may have to make some sacrifices that you have to ponder, which could cause you a little bit of soul searching there with that Three of Swords. And I do feel that it is to do with career or work or income, because this is such a strong indication over here. And letting go, having to let go, deciding what you're going to keep and what you're going to let go of. But ultimately it'll save you from difficulties and sail you into calmer path ahead. And there is help. Someone is going to be assisting you with that. You're not completely left to do it all on your own. So I like that very much, especially with this Midas touch. So the Midas touch is about everything you touch turns to gold. So I do feel there is a bit of a lucky streak being presented here for you Pisceans. Even though your personal needs are shifting and evolving, and you can have some buried memories of the past that you've got to sort of sort through. Like, they're popping back up into your head and making you think about things to do with past relationship patterns. But it's all designed to help you view life through a more balanced approach. This is a down-to-earth card. The Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, earth, grounded energy, not necessarily coming from that procrastination of the Pisces energy, Pisces. Even though Neptune is here in the first house for you Pisceans, it's retrograde. So it may appear that this gold or goal that you're trying to achieve has been a bit elusive, but your creative originality can have you using your self-expression in an inspirational way. Even though you do like to escape from the harsh realities of the world, you still need to be in this world but not of it. So you can still have your own hidden kind of, maybe even eccentric ways, but you still need to be able to sustain yourself and your relationships in a very grounded, practical way. Okay? There's also making sacrifices here because of this polarity between the first house and the seventh house. So there's sacrifices being made to do with boundaries in relationships and boundaries with others. So even you may be coming across a bit vague, so that could confuse others, because you're quite happy making your own little world. But I feel that people are going to want some clarification from you. Now, with the Emperor here in your area of resources and self-worth, this is letting you know that you have that passion to be able to be driven. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little business that you're starting up here, Pisces, or getting it back up and running even. So it may start a little bit slow, but Mars is in Aries for the next 6 months. So over the next 6 months, where you put your energy and really focus, it will prosper, is what I'm being shown, especially with the Emperor. Navigating here through July with the new normal and the new directions opening up. And you're certainly valuing your freedom and your independence. So that Mars in Aries energy can be spontaneous too, so that's always nice to have some of that spontaneity happening in our lives again. It's a pioneering energy there. So you're also being inspirational, or finding that inspiration that you need. Now here in the 3rd house you've got the 10 of Cups, emotional contentment, happy in the home, and there's definitely some action taking place in the home, something that's been probably held off a bit or you've had to wait for. You're getting some satisfaction with that. So you will be approaching your goals and aims in an original way. This is also really good communication, so there could be relatives or people in your neighbourhood or your local area that you are bonding with that are also going to be helpful. And Uranus is also here in the 3rd house for you Pisceans, in Taurus, which is also giving that quick original thinking process, so you can really switch on to things quickly and spontaneously. But that spontaneous feeling gives you the feeling of freedom when you can spontaneously do something that you just want to do in the moment. It's showing that you're not stuck. Okay, you've got that freedom. And as I said, there's that action taking place. New activity, having the drive and the energy in the home. And it's a bit of a new adventure. I'm getting new, fresh, spontaneous adventures very strongly from these cards for you Pisceans. So that will be a welcome change for those of you that have had to sort of put a lot of things on hold. There's movement going in the direction that you've been patiently waiting for and procrastinating over. So the new moon's in Cancer on the 20th of July, affecting this area of children, hobbies, matters of the heart. New moon in Cancer, which will be affecting social transformation and rules, as well as your love for fun and entertainment and dealing with children, that nurturing Cancerian energy. So there can be a bit of a revolutionary feeling with that. The Fool also is a bit of an Aries energy, so the adventure and passion involved as well. And you considering what your precious gift is and how you give it to the world, because the 5th and 11th house axis is about the love that you give, the generosity that you give and receive, and scrutinizing that. So avoid taking any risks also with Mercury in retrograde there until the 12th of July. You can probably find that you'll be taking 2 steps forward after the 12th of July. And it is to do with something that is quite important for you in that area of the fun house. Children are definitely highlighted here for you. So you may have to, while the retrograde energy is still playing out until the 12th of July, you may have to review something, reorganize things, or redo, or go over and go through something again with children, for example, or with your creative side of your nature. You may get stuck back into that again, because it is about your self-fulfillment and your hobbies. And that new moon is about that nurturing mother and the child energy, the nurturer. So here with the Eight of Cups reversed, it's saying for you to let go of something that you once were very attached to. In your area of work, may have to change the direction of your working life. Okay? So there is a sacrifice being made with that, but it's a willing sacrifice, so you're going to be holding on to some things and letting go of the others. And the Hangman is about sacrifice, willing sacrifices, not having it ripped away from you. You're sort of starting on this new path that is opening up, and you can see it opening up. You're getting messages about it as well from someone who you've got joint resources with, or support from others. Is good news, and it is of a financial nature, and there's correspondence going backwards and forwards about it, and it is with a lot of drive and enthusiasm, and it's helping your resources. Remembering this is about, this area governs governments, taxation, banks, insurance companies, contracts, that kind of thing. So I think you're going to find July turning out to be quite exciting for you, Pisces. Now, you're certainly working on your higher learning. There's signs of academic subjects becoming quite profound, to do with certificates or gaining some sort of certificate or formal education. And you sort of have known that for a while, but now the light is really going to be, you know, spotlighting on you and keep popping up in that area of higher education, higher understanding, philosophy. You will find yourself in a position where you're feeling very enlightened on a topic of interest that you've been possibly pondering, looking into for a while, and here in July it's like there's that real opportunity to jump into it. Which I feel with that Three of Swords means that you're going to definitely have to leave something behind. You're going to have to let go. There's something that you've been holding on to, an old way of doing things that have held up you being able to move in the direction that the universe indeed wants you to go. Okay, because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. So the universe has the first move, and in a way it's like this Three of Swords is speaking of needing to be given a big push in that direction. It's being presented to you and you know, shining a light on how to make your goals, because this is also the future area of your goals and you being able to achieve your goals. But there's a need to let go and sacrifice something willingly, which kind of breaks your heart. It's you wanted to be able to have it all, but this is speaking of you being able to achieve what you want to achieve. You have to lighten your load. So the end of an old order and the beginning of a new. Okay? Because this is about your standing in the community, your public life as well, and how your personal life is being reflected through your public life. But you'll put an end to anything that you find is being difficult. That's where your hopes and wishes are and what you're manifesting. And this is birth and rebirth. So you're reinventing yourself in a lot of ways and reinventing the people and the groups that you associate with as well. Because the full moon in Capricorn on the 5th of July is illuminating this area of friendships and relationships with groups of people. It's also manifesting your future positions, which will include your social acquaintances. There's a lunar eclipse here on the 5th of July with this full moon as well as the Capricorn stellium all being in that area. So be careful what you're wishing for. Don't waste those wishes on willy-nilly things. Okay? Because there's a powerful energy there trying to get you in the direction that you want to go, but there's that stagnation, like that is also indicated here, being in limbo, waiting, feeling stagnant, because you're still trying to hold on to some of the things that you need to let go of. And I do feel it is in your working life, it's your career, professional. Something's got to go. So do let me know what that is in the comments if you like. We can talk about it there too. So here you may find, with Jupiter being retrograde here as well in your 11th house, that some of your associates may get up in arms about these decisions that you're making so that you can move your career in the direction you want to go in. Or finding that you're playing the mediator, and that could also be another reason why you're wanting to, you know, let go and walk away. But you have that instinctive sense of justice, and your beliefs are strong, definitely very strong, especially with that judgment there. You have a strong belief in yourself, and that's definitely shown there with the Emperor. And when you believe in yourself that strongly, Pisces, you cannot fail. So you've also got Pluto here in the 11th house, because you've got this stellium of the Moon, Jupiter, Pluto and Saturn all in Capricorn in your 11th house. So there may be a situation where you are drawn to powerful people. Could be politicians or just people of prominence, and starting new, more profound friendships with those kinds of people, because that Pluto in Capricorn gives you the ability to transform old structures into new, more enduring ones. And keeping in mind that Pluto doesn't let us move forward with anything that isn't in true alignment with our highest good. Alrighty? So around that 5th of July is quite potent for you, Pisces. Now here in the area of the subconscious, the psychic house, your health, things that are behind the scenes and karmic as well, there's signs that you're really coming out of any sort of conscious or subconscious muddle. Anything that's caused you a bit of anxiety and frustration, you're leaving that behind. So you really are moving forward, even though it seems like things keep creeping back in and can, you know, bring back memories that cause you some anxiety and upset, because you don't really want to be thinking about that. You've got control over your thoughts, it's showing me here, and you can think a lot more calmer and clearer. I do feel you really feel the shift with that after the 12th of July, once Mercury moves direct again. Okay, so you will be more in touch with your hidden strengths, more able to express your weaknesses. There has been a time of emotional and psychological crisis that you reached. The Six of Swords is showing that, but you are moving away from that. You're getting a calmer attitude and being more in touch with the collective unconscious and unredeemed karma. And I do feel that the karma is playing out in your favour with this Six of Swords, sailing you out of trouble. So there's some good karma being being shown for you there, Pisces. Now, I'd just like to ask for the confirmation card for this reading for Pisces, July 2020. And you have Pelican medicine. Two of Spring. So there's some duality being shown to you here with the number 2. Your vision, creativity and dedication to your cause have brought you great success. In fact, it may be in your best interest to get a partner to assist you in your endeavours and expand the number of people helping you. King of Wands and, King of Pentacles and the Emperor. I do feel, and it's masculine energy, but that doesn't necessarily mean it can, it can only be a male, though don't be surprised if it is. And if it is a female energy, then she has that Aries quality about them. But this is showing me, this is all to do with business and finance and negotiating with your support people there, letting go of what's not working in your working life, making willing sacrifices, and not getting into any conflict with anybody about it, just making those decisions and really going on that new adventure and taking action in the house. There's a lot of activity going on in your home, Pisces. Coming and goings. So your guardian angel for July, Pisces. Is the angel of learning. Oh, isn't that beautiful? All these goals and choices of what you want to study and understand. And the number 19. Funnily enough, judgment is number 20, 19 and 20. And this is also very much a similar message in that area of higher education. So for those of you studying college, university, high school certificates, this is good signs of success there with that as well, Pisces. So thank you very much for joining me. Sending you loving light and many blessings. Peace to you all. Namaste.